Good morning. I had a good night, but the sprinklers were going from, I would say, midnight till about 4 in the morning, and my tent was battered, so I'm drying it out now. I mean, I knew there were sprinklers here. The grass is green. I mean, that means sprinklers, but still, I got a decent enough night. This is a good place to stay. Right, we're out. There's nothing in town, nothing open anyway. So the town, about 25 miles. Maybe try and find something for breakfast, pick up a few supplies. It should be fairly easy. I think I got a very mild tailwind, and I think the trend is downhill, and that's the name of the town there, Crawford, 26 miles away. So I'm in a state park. I don't know how long this goes. I didn't know. I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad. It's a change. I think that's it for the gravel, and now we're in Crawford. It doesn't look very open. Found somewhere open. This town is really quiet. I'm the only one in this restaurant, and I'm having a burger even though I wanted breakfast, but I've got coffee. Funny little place. I wonder if it's seasonal because it's in a state park. I won't judge until the food comes. So the food was good, but that place was just weird. Very strange. I don't know. Can't put my finger on it. I asked for Wi-Fi and she took the phone off me and put the password in and then gave me my phone back. I don't think I've ever had that before. Anyhow, it's about 25 miles now to the next town. So I'll probably head there, and then yeah, that's just the plan from now on, basically. Just get to the next town where I can get water and then decide what I'm going to do. There's nothing really to show you out here aside from tractors, so tractor heavy day. Right, so now I'm going to get a couple of things from Dollar General, seeing as I'm passing, and I've got to try and figure out why my Garmin InReach has stopped tracking. On top of that, my phone, so I found a campsite, or not a campsite, a city park in a place called Rushville, which might be about the right distance for me to go today, and I was going to call the police there to see if I could sleep in it, and now my phone won't connect, so it wouldn't connect, then it would, and now it won't again. It's just all these things. It's all technology. The bike is working great, and I'm going to do a bit of an update on that soon. But technology, as per usual, messing me about. My old favourite. They are still at it. So, about 31 miles from here is a place called Gordon, and apparently there's a shelter. I think I'm going to shoot for that. being massacred by bugs. This time of night you just get pelted by them. This is cool though, a sunflower field. See, sometimes I just want to get to my campsite now, but I know that'll be a great drone shot, so we're gonna go for it. So I don't know if that worked out or whether it was worth it, but I had to try it twice because I didn't time it right the first time. Hopefully it was a good one. Not far to go, maybe 10 miles. I want to have a look what this gravel path is. It looks like an awesome little trail, but it's not the official route. Look, this. Why wouldn't it have put me on this? Oh well, I'm going to follow it anyway. It looks to run parallel to the highway, so why not? So we've made it to Gordon, and I hope this shelter's good because I've ridden past so many good stealth spots, and even a little train station-y thing which I could even ride back to if I'm not happy with this shelter. We'll go and have a look first. So this is that shelter and it looks fine, but I've just filled up with water and I think I'm going to ride back out to that place. I think I'm going to have a better night. I'm worried about the sprinklers here. They always come into these places. All I've got to do is wait till it's dark and set up, and I reckon that'll be perfect and quieter. So there's this thing. I'm thinking of just setting up in there. Should be quiet enough. I doubt I'll have a problem. You never know, but that's what I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to have a look now and see how far I've come. Guess what? It didn't work out. I was bounced from the shelter. Do you use that term in the States? Bounced and thrown out? The police came and told me I couldn't sleep in that shelter, so I went back to that place in the city park, but there was a couple of homeless people sort of hanging around there, and I thought, I don't know. So I was going to ride on and find somewhere, stealth camp. Then I passed this little hotel. I thought I'd pop in, check the prices. So I come in, it's just full of old ladies, lovely old ladies, all playing games. The owner wasn't here. One of the ladies went to so much effort to help me that I felt obligated to stay. Thankfully, it's only a cheap hotel, so that's good. And I've just been chatting to them all. They're all so lovely. And I needed quarters for the laundry, and they all just gave me loads of quarters and wouldn't take anything in return. So, a nice experience. Anyway, I'm going to do my laundry and then have a shower and then tell you, finally, the mileage for the day. Right, just checked. 96 miles. The elusive 100 has evaded me. I mean, it's just so flat, really. I think the ascent was under 300 meters and the wind was good. I didn't have a tailwind all day, but I didn't have a headwind, and the winds were light, so I mean I could have gone on. The riding is so easy. Watching this video, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give it a thumbs up. That's what I'm going to do. Do you see what I did there? I led by example. Anyway, I'm going to stop filming now, so I shall see you in the morning. Good morning. Managed to drag myself out of the hotel. It's about 9:30. So today I'm going 90 miles, I think, to a town called Valentine, where there's a municipal park. I've learned that you need to plan these things. You can't really completely wing it because things like what happened yesterday can happen. It's pretty windy today. I think I'm going to get crosswinds, maybe some tailwinds this afternoon, but they're pretty strong, so I better get moving. This wind. Sadly, it's not the right way. It's not the wrong way, but it's not the right way. I'm stopping for a quick apple. So these are the sand hills of Nebraska. I was just reading about them. Originally, they set up ranches around the outside of this area because they thought the sand and lack of water was not good. And then a breakaway herd kind of drifted in here, and after a while they came to get them, thinking, I think, that they'd just find loads of dead cows. But they were thriving, so it turns out it's one of the best areas you can get for raising cattle. I wish I had a suspension seat post for those joins. If I was to do this again, I would definitely get one. I was in two minds when I set off, but they're quite expensive, and I couldn't use the one from my Sonda because it's a different size aperture, so I would have to buy a new one. But I would, if I went back in time, I would definitely get one of those. As soon as I get to the hills, he knows we're racing. He smiled as he went past and gave me a thumbs up. Oh man, I think there's a little town coming up. I hope there is, because I need water. I want cold drinks. Now that was a really nice BLT. I think it's 25 miles to the next town. We're 30 miles in for the day. It's going well, but I don't have much energy today. Maybe the heat, the wind, but it's tough luck. I'm gonna ride anyway. So now I have it all. I've got a tiny crosswind. I think most of it is blowing me along the road. The road is quiet and the shoulder is freshly surfaced. This is as smooth as it can get. I've just said that and the wind has changed direction. Back to these joins again. F***ing mile after mile of this, and this road has just been resurfaced, so why didn't they just resurface the shoulder as well? I just can't be bothered today. I'm just not in the mood, but I've got no choice, and I'm boiling and my water's warm. My arse is destroyed. So we got to the little store at 55 miles, I think. I got this and all this. I am so hot. I mean, it's ridiculous. Oh, I've been drinking all day and I'm still so thirsty. So we got 35 probably difficult-ish miles to do now because the wind is changing and it's going to be sort of diagonally pointing towards me as a sort of headwind. I mean, it might be okay. We'll see. Headwinds. Oh. $11 miles to go. That's not too bad. Right, we're in Valentine. I think I'm gonna grab something quick to eat and then find this state park. Not state park, city park. Apparently they got showers and everything, but I just want to crawl into my tent and go to sleep. So I was going to go in that other cafe, proper restaurant, but there's just nowhere to lock the bike. A lot of places are like this. At least for McDonald's they've got railings and I can sit here and actually see the bike. So that's what I've done. Oh my god. Today's been rough. It has been rough. I mean, some of it is down to my attitude. If you don't think positively, then nothing works out. But I would say this is the first day where I've just really thought, what the hell am I doing? And Nebraska is tough. Do you know, it's all to do with the wind. Ah, nice one, thank you, mate. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I've realised in Nebraska, and probably Wyoming as well, even though it's undulating, it's not really long climbs or anything, it's 90% down to the wind. That's what determines what sort of a day you're going to have. And today the wind was not my friend. Well, this is perfect. Bench, flat spot, a river. There's showers up there. I wonder if they're open. I'm going to set the tent up and then figure that out. Awesome. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this. Valentine. Top notch. Right, the showers were working. And they were hot and really powerful. And there's power at the back of the building. Water. I mean, this is grade A. This is great. I haven't even looked at tomorrow yet to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm kind of thinking of having either a short day or maybe even having a day off. I don't know. I'm going to see in the morning what's going on in Valentine. So, today, 91 miles. Surprisingly, about 450 metres of ascent. It was just up and down all day. Like I say, the wind was the problem today. I mean, if there was a tailwind or even no wind, that would have been a very easy day. But the wind is king in Nebraska. So I'm going to say goodnight and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. Had a really good night, lots of sleep. Pretty big storms rolled in this morning, but they seem to have blown over. I think it's going to be a bit of a grey day. You can see there's a couple of options for today, 185 and 155, I think. Get to the 55 one, see how I feel. I don't want to have another day like yesterday, so I'm not going to put myself under any pressure. Just going to get as far as I want. First of all though, I need coffee. I've run out, so coffee. So I decided, I know I was debating taking a day off, but I'm not going to bother. This place is focused mainly around the river and activities like that, which would be nice, but this is not the day when it's dull, overcast, rainy. And to be fair, this is probably a good day for riding. Like I say, we'll get 54 miles, 55, whatever it is. And see, I might take a short day. For now, coffee, sausage and egg muffin, and then we'll get going. I'm not in a rush. Right, so I was just speaking to Ross and I was moaning about the roads and those seams and the bangs and how I'm worn down, and he said, oh well, you're getting onto a rail trail now, aren't you? And I didn't know. From Valentine, I'm on it now. I've just been sat there all morning thinking, oh my god, I don't want to get back on these roads, and I didn't have to. It's odd. I just follow the lines on this route on the bike computer. I don't tend to look to see what's coming up, but I think I probably should. Now I have no idea what the surface is going to be like, and I guess I'm going to find out. I'm just hoping that it's not too much for these tyres, but I don't think it will be. For now though, just aside from that tiny little bit of rail trail section I had a few days ago, which was, you know, about a mile, this is the first time I've had any substantial piece of trail not on the road, and I am so excited. What an awesome bridge! I reckon I spent 40 minutes crossing that bridge 3 times, once with a GoPro with 2 different drone shots. I hope it was all worth it. I know you're in there. Watch out for these ants. I think there's a little town around here somewhere. I'm going to double check because I could do with some water. It's going really well. This rail trail is slower, but it's great. I love it. It's just nice and calm and hard packed. Right, I'm going to check to see about this little town. Good job I checked. I'm pretty much here. So there's a cafe there called Mars Cafe. Let's go and find that. A lot of these towns, particularly in Nebraska, it feels like you've just ridden onto a movie set because they seem deserted. People are living here, but it just does feel like a movie set. Ah, what's this? Ice cream shop. Ice cream sounds good. Closed. I imagine this is closed too. Yep, so I guess I'll just try and find a water faucet and top up. Yep, that worked, thankfully. So I'm going to drink a load of this and then probably top up again. Might as well stop here for a minute. Shame I can't get ice cream. But there we go. I probably shouldn't have so much sugar. I'm going to really try and cut down. After speaking to Steve the other day, I was looking at some of his videos again, and the link between sugar and Alzheimer's is not a good one. So there we go. We set off there and we've made it to Johnstown. Now I wonder, there's a coffee shop supposed to be open there. What do you think of the chances? Can't even see it. There's a saloon, but too early for that. Although it is open. I can't do a beer, it's too early. I have a distance to go. I'll get stuck in there. I think I've changed my mind. I'm going to go and see if it's open and get a soft drink and something to eat maybe. If I eat now, I don't have to eat later. That doesn't make any sense, does it? It was open and it's a little cafe, so I've ordered some food. Got an orange juice, not a beer. It looks like a nice place. I've ordered the combo. I don't really know what it is, but I'm going to find out. That one was cauliflower. I think there's shrimp, mushroom, cheese, onion rings. Very good. I'm glad I came in. That was perfect. Really good. And the lady who works in there is so nice. This is a definite stop if you're coming through here. It's now to head off. Probably straight to Long Pine now. And yeah, just have an early finish. That looks open. I really can't be bothered, but I need to do my chain. It doesn't take much to do it. I'm learning anyway. A quick clean like this. I've had a lot of questions about the bike, and very quickly I'll just go over it. It's a Kona Sutra 2022, all steel frame, 2-speed, so a 2x drivetrain. It's got a 36 and 40 tooth front chain ring, and I replaced the standard cassette with an 11 to 42, so I got a nice low climbing gear. I mean, aside from that, it's completely stock. I did put a different stem on the front, just a raised one and a short one to give me a better, more upright riding position. I put these Portland Design Works mudguards on. The tyres are Schwalbe, I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, Marathon All Motions Tubeless, the TLE ones. They've been great. And the pedals, MKS Lambdas, which are nice and wide. I like flats. I've never tried clipping in. I know they're more efficient, but I just like the versatility of just being able to get off and go for a walk and do whatever you're going to do. And I'm zero drop with my trainers, have been for years, so anytime I wear anything with any sort of heel raise, I feel like I'm wearing high heels. I think that's it, really. I suppose it's halfway, almost. We're almost halfway through the trip, and if I was to sum it up at the moment, I am extremely pleased. Nothing has gone wrong. I like this bike. It's doing a good job. So, another day done. Definitely a better day than yesterday, a lot better. Everything about today was good. I enjoyed it. It wasn't a very big day, 55 miles. Tomorrow should be more of this. I hope it is. We will find out. I will see you in the morning. Good morning. 8 o'clock. I'm out and I'm on my way back into town, where hopefully that little coffee place is open and I can get something to eat and lots of coffee. Success. A lemon scone. I got my coffee and I have a breakfast sandwich coming. Just what I needed this morning. Right, that was a good start to the day, but now I'm back on this rail trail. I could have sat there for longer. I definitely feel a day off coming up. Just recuperate. It's amazing how much good just one day off does. This is the first time I've ridden listening to my audiobook, and it's perfect doing it along here because I just don't have to worry about traffic or anything. Now I'm gonna have to rewind it because it's actually on whilst I'm talking and I'm missing an important bit, I can tell. We're in Atkinson. I think I'm going to find a shop, maybe get something to eat, cold drink. About 40 miles for the day so far. It's having a strange day, like mentally, sort of wondering what I'm doing and why, and forgetting that the whole point of doing this trail is to see America and the challenge of riding across it. I mean, that's the only reason for it. It doesn't need to be any more. But there's just like a nagging thing saying that it should mean more. I don't know why. I haven't had it before today. It'll probably be gone tomorrow. I think it's just being alone with your own thoughts. I spent a lot of this trail on my own. There's a lot of time to think. And I mean, that's a good thing, usually. You get the odd weird day, and that's what today is anyway. I know I keep saying it, but I need a day off, and I know I need one. It's not want, it's need. Just a whole day with no riding, and not having to get up, and not having to pack up, and all that stuff. It's definitely necessary now and then. And the last one was Coulter Bay, and I don't know how many days ago that was. So that was good, just what I needed. There's a town about 10 miles called Inman, just off the trail. I'm going to have a look there. So I found the park in Inman, but there's no restrooms, no water, nothing. So I don't know, I'm just going to keep going to Ewing. 13 miles, see what we find there. So here we are, Ewing. I found the RV park and it's not ideal, but it'll do. 79 miles for today, not bad really. Been a pleasant day riding, so that's good. But yeah, I'm just so tired. I really just need to get into bed, try and get a good night's sleep. Good morning. I actually slept really well and I needed that, so I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday. The sun's out, as you'd expect. It's so humid here. Everything is soaked, all of my tent, everything. I packed away. I need to find coffee. I don't know how lucky I'm going to be. I might have to ride to the next town. I've just booked a hotel in Norfolk for 2 nights, so I can get in there today and take a full day off tomorrow. I should have taken one before now. I can feel when I'm starting to, when my head is lowering. They might have coffee. I'm going to find out. Success. And a plastic croissant. It'll do. Guess I'll turn back. Maybe I missed a closure sign or something. Looks like we have a short road detour. I say short, I mean I don't know how long it is. There were signs, by the way, big red signs saying the trail was closed, but I wasn't paying attention, so it's my own fault. Let's hope it's not too long on the road though. We got these things. I swear that's what happened. I know I try not to go into too much detail, but the saddle sores, I reckon it was those 2 long days on the road dealing with this all day long. I think that just really exacerbated them. Tomorrow, one of my jobs on my day off is to get some different type of cream, I guess, and I want to try and get some merino underwear, because everyone tells me that's a good idea. And I'm going to tilt the saddle further and tip the nose of the saddle down, because I've heard that just adjusting the saddle a little bit helps as well. Makes sense. I'll try all these things. Excellent, that wasn't long, 10 minutes or so. Perfect. I mean, it's so much quicker on the roads, but give me this gravel trail any day. I much prefer it. Every time I see one of those things, and there are lots of them, it reminds me of War of the Worlds. Some sort of Martian tripod thing. I reckon they're drying the red weed in those big vats. Right, we're in Oakdale, another farming town. Nebraska is all about one thing, as far as I can tell, and that's farming. Pardon me. So I'm nearly in Norfolk, and this is Larry, and this is Nova. Good dog. So Larry has come out. He has a beer to give me. He's been told to come out and meet me by AK, you call him, and we think it's Aspawn, a subscriber who I do recognise, who comments on every video. So how cool is that?
That is cool.
Yeah, and you a cyclist yourself?
Yes.
Did you tell me that you've ridden 10,000
so far? 10,000 miles this year, yeah.
this year? Wow. So how do you get that many miles in?
Most of it is just commuting back and forth to work, honestly, taking the long way.
10,000 miles. I've done about 2,000 miles so far on
Just
on
this
this
journey.
coast to coast. So that gives you and it'd be 4,200 miles. So you've ridden across the country and back, and then halfway across again.
Yeah. Not quite halfway around the world yet. But
that's incredible, incredible. So yeah, you're a proper cyclist. I feel like a pretend one now.
No.
So that was Larry. What an awesome guy. Just been talking to him for ages. 10,000 miles this year. I mean, that's pretty impressive. So I got a couple of miles, and I'll probably see you now in the hotel. So there we have it. Another day done. A good one today. It's always a good day when you get into a hotel. 54 miles. So yeah, that's a decent amount for a short day. I'm gonna just crash out here now. Probably put on a film or something. Thank you for watching. I shall see you the day after tomorrow. And if this is the end of the video, thank you very much for watching. Please leave it a thumbs up, because it really helps. And I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.